Hello and welcome to the Extreme Science Physics Network. Today we will be examining forces, vectors, and the energy transfers between different objects. In order to help me with these experiments today, I am joined by former NFL World Bowl superstars Landon Pretty Boy Hise and Dr. Preston the Devastator Bounds. In our first experiment, we demonstrated what happens when an object of larger mass impacts an object of smaller mass that is at rest. The Devastator appeared to have enjoyed this one. It was interesting.
Wait, Devastator, did you write this? Good job spelling. Vector example number 1. Go. Oh yeah, he tackles whatever we throw the ball at.
Wait, what?
Did I do it right?
Yeah,
I do it.
You got it. And that's what happens when a larger force hits a small mass.
Now, according to Newton's third law of motion, we know that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And therefore, the Devastator's energy at the beginning of this experiment must equal my energy at the end of it. Now, as this equation explains, kinetic energy is equal to mass times velocity. Now, since his mass is somewhere around 50 times what mine is, my velocity in the end must be much higher than his originally was, which explains my short period of flight. Vector example number 2. Two near equal masses traveling at near equal velocities impacting each other. Go.
So as you can see in experiment number 2, when two elite pro athletes with relatively the same mass and relatively the same velocity meet, their forces are equal but in opposite directions. One is negative and one is positive. So they cancel each other out and you get, what is a Devastator?
Equal every
Now for our third experiment, we demonstrated what would happen when an object of smaller mass impacts an object of larger mass that is at rest.
pretty ball.
Vector example number 3. A low mass hitting a high okay. This scene looks familiar.
We decided to give the Devastator a shot at explaining this one.
As you can see, me, big man.
Dude, put on your glasses.
My apologies. Kai Twig Hankins. As you can see, I'm a very, very large object, a stationary one as well. And as you can see, Kai Twig Hankins was a small projectile. And so whenever he impacted me because of the law of inertia, I experienced no motion whatsoever, while he simply impacted and bounced right off of me. Will you please elaborate, Twig Hankins?
Inertia is an object's tendency to resist change in motion. This tendency is based on the object's mass. Now, because of his mass, as he explained earlier, he has very high inertia and therefore a very high tendency to stay still when he's Dude, take them off. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Ah!
Just sit down. Think of your buddy. Bunny.
Money, money.
Okay. Now, because, as I was saying, of his inertia, he doesn't move, and therefore all of my beginning energy has an equal and opposite reaction on me instead of him. And therefore, I equally fly backwards in the opposite direction.
Devastated.
I guess you could say I was
Devastated.
devastated.
No.